Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, we're diving into the incredible performance by the Detroit Lions. What a game! A 52-6 win over the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. Are you kidding me? Here's the thing. This game felt personal. I mean, the Lions already had over 40 points, and they were still making plays on fourth down in the Jaguars' red zone. Unreal. By the way, I just got back from the Packers-Bears game, so my voice is a bit shot. But I couldn't wait to talk about this. The Lions racked up 645 yards of offense. No, this isn't Madden. This is real life. Let me break it down for you. That's 8 straight wins for the Lions. They're now 9-1, their best start since 1934. Oh, and they broke a franchise record for total yards in a game, 645. Not only that, but they didn't even punt the ball once. That's how you know it was a special game. Here's the kicker. The only time the Lions' offense didn't score was when the backups came in at the end to kneel and run out the clock. And let's talk about Jared Goff. This guy made NFL history. He's the only quarterback to ever have multiple games with 400 passing yards and a perfect passer rating of 158.3. That's insane. I don't care if it was against Jacksonville. This feels like the Lions' year. Now, before we dive deeper, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for daily NFL content. If you love the Lions, I even have a dedicated Lions channel called Let's Talk Lions. We just hit 500 subscribers, and with your help, we might get to 1,000 soon. I'll pin the link in the comments. Let's aim for 900 likes on this video to celebrate the Lions' amazing 9-1 start. This team is something special, folks. All right, let's take a moment to keep it real. I hate to bring in bad news, but it's important to talk about. The Lions suffered a tough blow today, losing Alex Anzalone for 6 to 8 weeks due to what's believed to be a broken fibula. That's a big loss for this defense. But here's the thing. This team has shown before that they can step up. Remember when we thought Aiden Hutchinson might be out for a long time? The team kept grinding, and they've come out stronger. Hopefully, Anzalone's injury isn't season-ending, and we see him back soon, maybe even for a deep playoff run, fingers crossed for the Super Bowl. Until then, it's time for other guys to rise to the occasion. I trust Aaron Glenn to keep calling these brilliant games. Now let's shift to the offense because, man, it was lights out. Jared Goff was on fire. My fantasy quarterback, shout out to him, went 24 of 29 for 412 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. He averaged a ridiculous 14.2 yards per completion. That's video game numbers. Even though I caught this game late, yes, I was at the Packers-Bears game. Last time I'll mention it, I swear. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. There was this moment in the fourth quarter when the Lions were already up something like 42-6. The game was essentially over, but Goff was still in, and the Lions were going for it on 4th and 3. Not just going for it, they ran a pass play. That's not disrespectful, it's confidence. This team is playing with a fire and a focus we haven't seen in years. This game felt like a major statement from Ben Johnson, the Lions' offense, and the whole organization. They're saying, yeah, we might throw a couple of picks, but don't get it twisted. Jared Goff is still that guy. I mean, Goff threw for 412 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. That's just incredible. Then you've got David Montgomery, who rushed for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns on 15 carries, and Jahmyr Gibbs added 69 yards and a touchdown on 11 carries. All in all, the Lions ran the ball 43 times, throwing it 29 times, or technically 33 since Hendon Hooker came in for the final possession. Detroit finished with 196 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. But wait, there's more. Sam Laporta didn't even play in this game, and honestly, I'm kind of glad he got the rest. We're all waiting for a fully healthy Laporta to show what he can do. But even without him, Amon-Ra St. Brown went off with 11 catches, 161 yards, and 2 touchdowns. If you ask me, he's still one of the most underrated wide receivers in the entire league. Oh, and how about Jamison Williams? Welcome back. He had 4 catches for 124 yards and a touchdown, including a 64-yard bomb. That's an average of 31 yards per reception. Pretty wild. I think that might have been Amon-Ra's career high in yards, but don't quote me on that. Either way, it was definitely Jamison Williams' career high, with 124 yards on just 4 catches. Watching these highlights, I can't help but think back to when Jamison Williams was one of the top wide receivers in college just a couple of years ago. We've seen flashes of brilliance from him in his brief NFL career so far, and if he stays healthy, he could be a game changer for the Lions this season. Jamison Williams is such a stud. If he turns out to be the player the Lions drafted him to be, this team will be downright terrifying. Honestly, as someone with family from the Detroit area, I can't hate the Lions. In fact, I actually like them a lot, as you've probably noticed by now. But here's the thing. It's a scary thought for the rest of the NFL. Right now, I genuinely believe the Lions are the best team in the league, especially after the Kansas City Chiefs lost today. It's hard to argue against Detroit being on top. Sure, Jacksonville was missing a couple of key players like Mac Jones and C.J. Henderson, but the Lions didn't just win, they dominated. The defense showed up again, with Kirby Joseph grabbing what I believe is his 7th interception of the season. Brian Branch, he's everywhere, every week. Then there's Jack Campbell, putting together an outstanding sophomore season. He had 9 total tackles today, including half a sack, another solid performance. The only dark spot on the day was Alex Anzalone's injury. It really sucks. And it reminds me of when Aiden Hutchinson got banged up earlier this season. Injuries like these are tough, but here's the thing. No injury can derail what feels like a championship season. Think about the journey this team has been on. Just 2 years ago, they started 1-6, and then they turned it around, finishing 9-8 and knocking out my Packers in Week 18 to almost make the playoffs. Then last year, they took it a step further, winning the NFC North and a couple of playoff games, coming just 1 quarter short of the Super Bowl. This isn't a fluke. This is real, and it feels like Detroit's time. That belief from the past couple of seasons has grown into something real this year. This feels like the year where you can honestly say, yeah, the Detroit Lions could win it all. Now, I know my Lions fans don't want to get too far ahead of themselves, but guess what? I'll get ahead of myself for you. This team looks legit, and the way they're playing, anything feels possible. That's all for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and check out my Lions channel. It's linked in the comments. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts and opinions about today's game in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. That's it from me. Peace.